Hello.
What's up, y'all?
Ooh, that's sticking straight out. Hi, people. Good morning. Oh, I have the same shirt on this yesterday.
Who?
I do.
It's a hoodie. You wore it when you went out. When you went out of doors.
I do wash. I do change my clothes.
So legit. Pandemic has put everybody's bathing schedule a little different.
Good morning, Miss Rose. Yes. Miss Yvonne. Hey, good morning.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Wednesday, April 7th, 2021 edition of
Your Midday Motivation.
Indeed it is. Please share this with your friends, followers, and all of those folks you know, whether you're on Facebook, Periscope, or YouTube. Please, ma'am and sir, feel free to share it. Also give us a like, YouTube, subscribe, and click the notifications bell. If it's your first time joining us, welcome. Feel free to use that hashtag that's right under there. Live_free_revolution. You'll be glad. We'll be glad that you did. Yes. Yes. Mm-hmm. And sing. All right. Psalm 77 is where wilt we be? Where wilt thou be?
Where wilt?
Where wilt? Or wilt thou? Whatever. This is where we are today.
Thank you. Why?
I don't know.
Why are we trying to go King James version?
King Jimmy, you never wrong, little King Jimmy every once in a while. This is the consoling memory of God's redemptive work. This is a lot of commentators and theologians think or surmise that this is when Asaph was dealing with a depression. Based on how he says what he says. The title that's given in the New King James version is The Consoling Memory of God's Redemptive Work. Now he's going to go from...
He's limping.
What?
His back leg. He's not touching the ground. His back leg.
Sorry. I think we have an emergency. Just going to go through the text. To the chief musician, to Jeduthun, a psalm of Asaph. I cried out to God with my voice, and God gave ear to me. In the day of my trouble, I sought the Lord. My hand was stretched out in the night without ceasing. My soul refused to be comforted. I remembered God and I was troubled. I complained and my spirit was overwhelmed. Selah. You hold my eyelids open. Another way of saying I couldn't get any sleep. I am so troubled that I cannot speak. I have considered the days of old, the years of ancient times. I call to remembrance my song in the night. I meditate within my heart, and my spirit makes diligent search. This is where he is dealing with it. He's in the place of this tough spot. He is trying to remind himself of the goodness of God, but he's still having a hard time. The things that are going on are still really, really tough for him. Will the Lord cast off forever? And will he be favorable no more? Has his mercy ceased forever? Has his promise failed forevermore? Has God forgotten to be gracious? Has he in anger shut up his mercies? Selah. And I said, this is my anguish. Here's the turn. But I will remember the years of the right hand of the Most High. In other words, this is a tough moment, but God has been faithful for years. The Lord has always been faithful. The Lord has always done what he said he would do. He says, I will remember the works of the Lord. Surely I will remember your wonders of old. I will also meditate on all your work and talk of your deeds. Your way, O God, is in the sanctuary. Who is so great a God as our God? That's where we all need to be if we ever find ourselves in that place of possible depression or in that lowly state. You are the God who does wonders. You have declared your strength among the peoples. You have with your arm redeemed your people, the sons of Jacob and Joseph, Selah. The waters saw you, O God. The waters saw you. They were afraid. The depths also tremble. So everybody knows the depth of your love, the depth of your power as well. The clouds poured out water. The sky sent out a sound. Your arrows also flashed about. Verse 18. You good?
Yeah.
Okay.
And nobody died.
At least that's the story, and we're sticking to it.
If you don't see somebody, don't ask questions.
Okay.
No, joking.
The clouds poured out water. The sky sent down a sound. Your arrows also flashed about. Verse 18. The voice of your thunder was in the whirlwind. The lightnings lit up the world. The earth trembled and shook. Your way was in the sea, your path in the great waters, and your footsteps were not known. You led your people like a flock by the hand of Moses and Aaron. And of course, that's making reference to what he has done in the book of Exodus. Remember how this thing turns when he says in verse 10, and I said, this is my anguish. My anguish is all of these things that are happening or things that are happening to me. And this is a rough reality. I don't like it. This is a terrible time. I'm sorry. Hey, Miss Deidre, we're in Psalm 77. Psalm 77. In verse 10, he says, this is my anguish. This tough time, this tough part, this is my anguish. I'm fleeting. I'm going down. But I will remember the years of the right hand of the Most High. Tough place, tough spot. And then he says he recalls to his mind.
Come on, Jeremiah.
Therefore, he has hope. It is because of the Lord's mercies that we are not consumed. His compassions fail not.
Great
is his faithfulness, and they are new his mercies are new every morning. You need
to grab yourself a butt. In your time of anguish, in your time of with single T, but fix your face. In the time of anguish, you need to find yourself a but I will remember moment. You need to find yourself in your lowest place. You need to find a
butt.
But I will remember.
Find the butt.
Stop.
What? I didn't say anything. I said find the butt. I didn't do nothing.
Find yourself a but I will remember. What is the thing you're going to remember or reflect on that will snap you out of that low place that you're in?
And come to yourself. Like the
prodigal son. He came to himself.
The prodigal son.
There's a couple other ones.
He said, hold on now. My father's servants eat better than this.
He came to himself. He remembered.
And I'm a son.
Right.
There's no way. My hands are so ashy. There is no way that I should be. I'm sorry. I put them in the camera and they look great. There's no way that I should be like this. And my father takes care of his servants better than this. I'm going back to my father.
You were teaching last night and you kept talking about the valley, something in the valley. And I kept saying to myself, unless you are at the Dead Sea, even your valley is an elevated low place.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to remember that even in your lowest times, it's still an elevated place. You're not as low as you could go. Mm-hmm. There is still a place of elevation, even in your valley moments. And so even in his anguish, he remembered the years of the Lord. What are you going to reflect on? What are you going to remember in your time of anguish?
You said valley made me think of something I didn't mention last night that was in my mind and my heart to mention. I forgot it. So there's mountainous ranges all in Israel. And when you're riding through, when you're walking through, you'll see Bedouins, you'll see a shepherd and his sheep. And then you'll see them just crest a hill. And they're going down into a valley. And, in the summertime, sheep's it's wool, so it's hot. And so the shepherd has to take them down. Now, the sheep don't like going down there because it's dark. And so the sheep know the voice of the shepherd. And so the shepherd just says, come on, come on, come on. And they keep coming. It's dark. But when they get down in the valley, everything, all of the water rushes down to the valley. And so there's flowing water there. There's plant life there. There are trees there. There are lilies there.
Provisions.
Everything that you need
in the valley
is down in the valley.
Come on, you can have that. You can preach that.
You can preach it. And so with that reminds us, that ought to remind us that, you know what? Hey, even in this low place, like I mentioned last night, God told Isaac, I know it's a famine. In Genesis 26, I know it's a famine. I know there's no river here. I know it's dry. Stay here. What? Stay here. When he stayed there, and even when he stayed there, God blessed him 100-fold. But even when he left there, because he was afraid of somebody, he was afraid of Abimelech and his crew, he went to the valley of where he was, the valley of Gerar. And then they dug 2 wells. And of the 2 wells, they dug wells. And of the 2 wells that they dug, they found running water in the valley. So even if you get to this place, he says, this is my anguish, verse 10, 77:10, this is my anguish, but I will remember the years of the right hand of the Most High. Now, I will remember was added for better English understanding. He says, but the years of the right hand of the Most High. That's really what the Hebrew says. And we added in the I will remember.
The italics.
Stop it. Go there somewhere. Psalm 77.
Psalm 77.
Thanks everybody for being with us for the Wednesday edition, Midday Motivation. Yeah, even in our lowest moments, God still provides.
God still provides.
Sure enough. Sure.
Sing,
enough.
Tamala.
So we'll be back tomorrow. We will attempt to get through Psalm 78. Psalm 78. Psalm 78 has 72 verses.
Oh, bless Jesus.
So
we're gonna be on time and make it on Friday.
Tomorrow. We'll be here on Friday.
Yep.
Be on Friday to go through Psalm 78. All right. Make sure you join us tonight. No, y'all don't have class tonight. But we do have primetime prayer at 8 o'clock on the conference call line. And we do have young adult prayer time at 9:15 p.m. Young adults only. That's those 18 to 40. Any young adult, does not have to be a member of the Mount. We get started at 9:15 p.m. We're in the p.m., as it were. All right, y'all. We got to go. Remember this. We love you.
You can't do a thing about it.
Grace
And peace.
We'll see you Friday.
On, not tomorrow. On the day after.
On Friday. The day after tomorrow, not the movie.
I'm young. 47.
All right.
Okay.
I like it. All right, y'all.
Oda says hello.
We got to go. Yeah, he's trying to say
He's trying to say hello.
He's like, I see y'all in the screen and in right here. All right, y'all. We love y'all. Grace and peace.
Peanut butter and jelly to you too, Jackie.